What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And the Football Insider newspaper revealed that Liverpool held talks with a very exciting 21-year-old midfielder called Thuram. He's playing for Nice in France and they are in Europe doing well, and they are also doing well, pretty well in the French league as well. And Liverpool, according to Jack Talbot, a very respected journalist, is trying to salvage their campaign and reach that much desired Champions League place. He's 6 foot 3 inches tall, which is 192 centimeters tall. He's a towering Frenchman who is a product of the Monaco Academy, and he possesses huge physicality, and there is so much more to his game as well. Under Christophe Galtier, the Nice manager, last season playing the center of a 4-4-2, the star really stood out with his press resistance when posed deep in midfield. And also he excelled in ball recovery and carrying it forward. So if you are excited about this news, you know the drill. Leave a like, subscribe if you are new around here, and turn on the bell notification so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. And which midfielder in Europe has caught your eye? Who do you want Liverpool to sign? Let me know in the comments below. And he's big frame, 192 centimeters tall, poses a really big plus for a potential Liverpool midfielder, because at the moment we lack physicality and we lack intensity and stamina and enough like high speed and sprints and high speed runs. That's what Liverpool are lacking, and he's just 21 years old. He possesses nifty feet according to Jack Talbot, and he's able to untangle himself out of close quarters with acute dribbling before having a knack for breaking through and finding space for teammates with decent deliveries. Such a mix of height and mobility speaks of a player who is able to provide defensive cover, and he can force turnovers and he can help in transition, and he's available for just £26.5 million. So this midfielder could be an absolute bargain, and at 21 years old he's at the perfect age where he can grow and develop and mature and become a much better player. And this is not a transfer that would break the bank for Liverpool, and we could have more than enough money for the Jude Bellingham transfer deal left over. And Jack Talbot added, we hear that some 30 million euros or so could be enough to entice Nice to make the sale. And the fact that this guy can resist pressure, and he's a very press resistant player, and he's a reliable presence in the middle of the park, may already be drawing welcome comparisons to Mr. Indestructible, he was called, Gini Wijnaldum. And there will be still some risk taking involved, of course. He's just 21 years old, coming from the French top flight. But look at Eduardo Camavinga, look at Tchouaméni. They both came from the French league, and they are now playing for Real Madrid, and they are playing very well. And another player that Liverpool are linked with is Manu Kone of Borussia Mönchengladbach, who is also a very energetic and very exciting midfielder as well, that I would love to for Liverpool to sign him as well. And it's very rare that a midfielder is very tall, but he's also very mobile, and Thuram combines the two, and he's also a player who can provide defensive cover, he can force turnovers, and he can help in transition. Even though he's very tall, he somewhat falters in aerial duels, winning just 0.4 duels per match is a bit of an anomaly given his huge frame, the fact that he's really tall. But we are speaking of a raw talent who can still be coached and developed and nurtured and made to become a much better player, and he can be molded by Jurgen Klopp wherever he wants Thuram to play, on whichever midfield position he wants Thuram to play. Thuram has been playing this season on the left side in the center midfield of Lucien Favre's 4-3-4-2-1, so he has not featured heavily as part of a free in midfield makeup, and that will possess a little bit of a risk for Liverpool. And he played a lot of for a lot of coaches who are pretty conservative. They are not using this high pressing playing style, so he will need to learn that as well. But he has time on his side, he's only 21 years old. And Liverpool needs someone to plug in the gaps left sometimes by Henderson's slow running, by Fabinho's tired legs, by sometimes Thiago is caught out of position, and Liverpool are still trying to fight on all fronts that they are in the competitions. The League Cup is the only competition that Liverpool are out of. We are still in the FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League. So I think signing midfielder is absolutely essential to Liverpool's ambitions going forward. And Nice are also into the round of 16 of the Europa League, but in Ligue 1, the French league, they are only in 11th place. They are not really that far away from the top 5 or top 6 places. No, sorry, I'm just checking the table. So Nice are having a pretty bad season. They are 10 points behind Monaco, who are in 5th place. I thought even 6th place qualifies for Europe in France, but no. And Lens is the surprise package in France. They are actually the closest to PSG, and they recently beat Paris Saint-Germain, actually, and they are only 6 points behind PSG. And they are now in the Champions League places at the moment, which is pretty remarkable. And according to Transfermarkt, Thuram is worth around 25-30 million euros. He's right-footed. At the moment, it looks like he has no agent, which is pretty strange. And also, he has scored 1 goal this season in France, and he has 5 assists. Basically, he scored 2 goals in 2 assists in Europe. He has 3 assists in the French league. He played 27 games in total, which is pretty decent. He's been playing basically all the games for Nice, and he's not an injury-prone player. Last season, at 20 years old, he played 41 games for Nice, scoring 4 goals in the process, and 2 seasons ago he played 33 games, scoring 2 goals, and he started out his career at Monaco, but then he was signed by Nice in 2019. His name might be familiar to you guys, because he's actually the brother of Marcus Thuram, the Borussia Mönchengladbach striker. He is also the son of the former France international footballer Lilian Thuram, who scored that 2 famous goals for France in the semi-finals of the 1998 World Cup. I remember that vividly, that a defender scoring 2 goals in a semi-final, that surprised even Lilian Thuram himself, and both of his sons play professional football at a pretty high level. I mean, it's pretty amazing that Marcus Thuram also played in the World Cup final against Argentina. And this guy Thuram doesn't have a trophy yet to his name, so I'm sure that he would love to play for Liverpool and try and win many trophies. He only has 1 second place finish in the French Club Cup. They lost the final with Nice, but that's it. No other major trophies in his career, so I'm sure that he would love to play for Liverpool and try and win trophies. And Manu Kone is another Borussia Mönchengladbach midfielder who is built to be a potential alternative for Liverpool to pursue. He's also 21 years old, and he would be the perfect age for Liverpool. And according to Jack Talbot, actually Liverpool are in talks with both Manu Kone and Kefren Thuram as well. So that's very, very exciting, and I really hope that we sign at least one of them, because I think they are both pretty good players who are available for not a huge price. So I think that it would make a lot of sense for Liverpool to pursue either or maybe even both of them. And Alan Shearer is very confident that Darwin Núñez will be firing on all cylinders very soon. He said scoring 10 goals in 23 games for Liverpool isn't such a bad marker. In the Premier League era, only Robbie Fowler, Fernando Torres, Daniel Sturridge, Salah and Diogo Jota have got there sooner for Liverpool. He has got lightning pace, which defenders hate. He gets into good spaces and he can finish well. When the ball comes to him at speed, he's deadly. It's when he has time to think about it, that's when it doesn't go right. He snatches at the ball and rushes it. Maybe he overthinks it, overcomplicates it. He feels the pressure a little bit. To return to the start, if Núñez wasn't regularly getting good opportunities, then I would be worried. I would be fearful for him and Liverpool. But he's getting loads of chances, and if you are a scout looking at some of his goals and have never seen him miss the chances that he has, you think this guy is unbelievable. He has great variation in his goals, scores with his right foot, with his left foot, some great headers as well against West Ham in the Premier League and Ajax in the Champions League. And it's easy to forget that Nunez only experienced 2 seasons of first division European football before making the move to Liverpool, before joining Benfica in 2020. His only taste of football outside South America was in Spain's second division for Almeria. The point is, he has plenty of time to become the world-class striker that all his attributes suggest he could be, and he has plenty of knowledgeable people at Liverpool to help him get there, including the fans who continue to back him. For now, it's about the training ground, knuckling down, working hard, practicing relentlessly, finding comfort in that toil and honing those skills, and he will get there. And I think I agree with Alan Shearer, and he's the record goal scorer of the Premier League, so he knows a thing or two about what makes a Premier League striker tick, what it takes for a Premier League striker to succeed, and he has seen a lot of great Premier League strikers. So if he thinks Darwin Núñez will be great, then I'm very hopeful that he will be. I think all the signs point towards Darwin Núñez just settling down a little bit, getting calmer in front of goal, and he will score a lot of his chances. It's a numbers game, and if you get a lot of chances for a decent striker, you eventually will start scoring more and more of them, and that means Darwin Núñez could become easily a 20, 25, 30 goal a season striker. It's not even unthinkable that he will score at least 20 goals this season, because Liverpool still have the majority of the season remaining. So I'm really hopeful that Darwin Núñez will be able to hit the 20-25 goal mark. I would love him to shut the haters up and score 20-25 goals by the time the season finishes. And it's very unfair for him to be compared to Erling Haaland, because Haaland has played so many games, so many seasons of professional first team football, and also Darwin Núñez is earlier in his development, so we shouldn't compare the two. We should just enjoy Darwin Núñez for what he is. He is a brilliant striker. And Bakary Sagna, the former Arsenal right back, believes that Liverpool must beat Brighton on the weekend to have any hope of finishing in the top 4, which is, I think, a little bit harsh. I think there is still a lot of football to play, but this is a real test for Liverpool. He is right in that. All of the pressure will be on Liverpool for this game, because now they have to show a different face if they have any chance of qualifying for the Champions League. They need to try and get back to the Liverpool that we have seen from the last few seasons. It will be a difficult game, because De Zerbi will approach this match with the belief that his players can beat Liverpool. We mustn't forget that despite Liverpool's form this season, they have some amazing players, and I think this will be a very tricky game for Liverpool. I fully agree with Sagna. All of the pressure is on them. They really need to win this game. If they lose, I think a lot of people will write them off for the Champions League spots, but you shouldn't, because there's still more than half of the Premier League season left. So I think Liverpool can still make the top 4 even if we lose to Brighton. But of course it will be mightily difficult, and Liverpool's season could quickly unravel. Our next 4 home games are against Chelsea, Everton, Real Madrid and Manchester United. We have to win 2 or 3 of those 4 games at least, and also we have to beat Brighton away, we have to beat Wolves away to stay in the FA Cup. So this is a crunch period for Liverpool, and let's hope we can hit good form. And that's why I'm so desperate for Liverpool to sign a midfielder. So please, Liverpool, sign a midfielder before the January transfer window ends. We should have already signed one last summer in January earlier, so please make it happen. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.